Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Binge on Self-Love podcast. My name is Anna, and I'm your host. And thank you all so much for joining me today. Today's episode is going to be kind of like a catch-up, follow-up on everything, and just sharing a few of the thoughts that I've been having, or some of the thoughts that I've been having for the past few days or weeks or so. And yeah, first of all, I want to apologize for not posting an episode for the past 2 weeks. I got a little caught up in work and in life, and I didn't really have much time to prepare any episodes, and I didn't want to put out just something that would be not good. Not saying that this episode will probably be that better, but I didn't really have time to prepare anything, and it sucks because I promised myself that this year I'm going to stick to a weekly schedule, but I honestly find it a bit more difficult to stick to because I have quite time-demanding job now, and yeah. So let me know what would you think if I switched to bi-weekly episodes. I know it's not ideal, but at least I could stick hopefully to posting regularly, so you can let me know on Instagram or at email at anci@bingeonselflove.com or at bingeonselflove on Instagram or TikTok. I'll be very happy to learn what you think. Yeah, and that's pretty much what I wanted to say at the very beginning. I wanted to apologize for not posting episodes for the past 2 weeks. What I wanted to kind of talk about today, or share my thoughts, my thought process that I've been having for a week or so, is that I've recently visited Rome with my husband, which has been on our, let's say, dream list or wish list or a bucket list for some time now. And we finally got a chance to visit Rome for 4 days, and it was beautiful. It was amazing. The weather was beautiful. Everything just worked out perfectly, and we had the best time that we could possibly wish for. And now you're probably thinking what the hell? What does your trip to Rome have to do with the Binge on Self-Love podcast? Well, let me get to it. So as you probably can expect when you visit anything or when you're going somewhere, you want to capture photos or videos of yourself being at whatever destination you're at. And I really love making videos from our trips. We've been to Paris, we've been to Mexico, and I love to shoot the videos of the destinations we're at, things that we're doing there, and then make 1 or 2 minute long videos so we can watch it back and just really enjoy and remind ourselves where we've been, how lucky we've been to visit these amazing places. And of course, we also take a lot of photos, like probably most people do. What's been happening, what I caught myself doing every single time I took a photo or a video and I then watched it back, later in our room, in the hotel room or whatever, I would watch the photo and the first thing I would notice would be, oh my God, are you freaking joking? Look at those humongous legs, look at all the cellulite, look at all those huge hips, and look at that huge ass, or look at those big chubby arms that you have, or look at your hairline that looks weird, or look at your uneven eyes. I'm not joking, I'm not exaggerating. These are all the thoughts that I've been having whenever I looked at any photo that we captured where I am, or any video where I am. And I've realized that it's actually extremely selfish to be so hyper-focused on myself and on every detail of myself, when instead I should be focusing on the fact that I am able to visit such a beautiful city, such a beautiful country, or any other country, and that I have the privilege to travel and to spend the time there with my loved one, and that I have a chance to get to know the history, the culture, the city, taste the food, and all of that. And instead, my main focus is on how terrible I look in those photos or videos. And the second thing is that I have the ability to ruin pretty much anything for myself. So that means that I don't see a photo of myself at some place, but I see, or I focus on the body parts, and I focus on parts of myself that I think are wrong and that I feel like I should change because they suck and I suck and it's all wrong. And it's kind of like dehumanizing because it takes away from the experience, from what we've had a chance to experience that day. And I only focus on those minor things that at the end of the day, they don't really matter. When I die, I probably won't remember the most important thing about my life being my cellulite or my belly rolls or whatever. By doing that with the photos and the videos, I feel like I'm degrading myself and the experience overall. And I've just realized I've been thinking about it for the past few days, how sad that is that I have this mindset. And also, I try, but I cannot get rid of the focus or hyper focus on myself. And ever since we came back, which is like exactly a week, I've been so negative, feeling so negative about myself and about my body that now every time I pass a mirror, which is like multiple times a day when I'm at home, is that I stop and I start analyzing myself, and I'm like, oh my God, those thighs are so big, and look at your butt, it's so like full of cellulite and so jiggly, and look at your belly, how like poked it is, and look at your hairline and look at your damaged hair and all that. I've been nitpicking myself yet again ever since we came back because I got so disgusted, sadly, but it's true, disgusted with the picture of myself that I saw, because obviously I've gained weight for the past few years. I've been in my recovery journey. I've been having ups and downs with the binge eating disorder, and I did gain weight, and I don't necessarily feel the most comfortable in my body, but at the same time, I don't want to fall back fully into the binge starve cycle. And I'm saying fully because I've been in it a little bit, and I don't want to continue being in it because it's the worst thing and it's unhealthy and I don't want to be there anymore. So it's been this ongoing battle between me and myself. I feel like I really need to step out of that view and out of that mindset to realize that I have so much to be grateful for. Not just the trip itself and that I have the ability and the privilege and the opportunity to travel, but also that my body is freaking awesome and it's freaking beautiful. And yes, I might have gained weight, and yes, I have cellulite, and yes, I have belly rolls, and yes, I have a weird hairline, and yes, I have uneven eyes, but all of that doesn't make me a bad person. And I want to switch the mindset and focus on the thing that I have legs that carried me over Rome for 4 days. And we've walked like 20 kilometers on Saturday and Sunday, which is awesome. And my body enabled me to do it. And I have hands that I could use on the trip to enjoy some of the most delicious meals that I've ever had. And I have eyes that may be uneven and my face is wrinkly, but those eyes allowed me to see some of the most beautiful architecture I've ever seen. And for some reason, I always, as the first thing, choose to focus on what's wrong with me and what's wrong with my body. And I would really love to change that. And the reason why I wanted to share that in today's episode is because I want to be real, and that's part of recovery journey, and it's part of learning to love yourself and accept yourself and appreciate yourself and appreciate what your body does for you, because very often we take all of that, or I definitely do take a lot of things in my life for granted, and I choose to focus only on what I feel like is missing in my life or that I'm not good enough instead of focusing on all the positives that I have or the positives that I've experienced. I wanted to share this for anyone who's listening and who feels a similar way, but also for myself. Whether you're traveling or whether you're doing anything else, and if you take a photo of yourself, if you capture a video of yourself, your partner, your friends, or whoever you're traveling with, try not to focus on the negative things or try not to nitpick yourself to every detail because you are beautiful. And when you will look at the photo, try to see and feel the gratitude that you have the opportunity to be there, to experience that, to see that, to be there with someone you love, instead of just really focusing on all things that are wrong. Because there's nothing wrong with you, it's just that we came to the belief that we have to be perfect and that our body should stay the same forever. I am not sure if any of what I said in those past few minutes made sense. Hopefully, yes. If not, then I apologize for this. That's all I wanted to share today. I hope you at least a little enjoyed this episode, if that's even possible to say. If you did, please make sure to subscribe to the Binge on Self-Love podcast so you don't miss any future episode. And I'll also be very happy if you want to chat or if you just want to reach out. Feel free to do that on Instagram or TikTok at Binge on Self-Love. I'll be very happy to just chat and discuss whatever you're going through and support you in any way. And yeah, so thank you so much for listening and take care. And please keep in mind that you are worthy of love and of self-love, and you are definitely worthy of recovering from anything that you're going through. Thank you so much for listening and talk to you soon. Bye.